let's talk about different levels of bad guy. You know what? I'm not gonna go there right now. The main thing I want to say is, if you're a decent person, now is the time to, well, you should always keep a healthy distance between you and others. If you feel like you have reached your limit as far as patience is concerned with certain individuals, and you always end up coming up short dealing with them, you should always either cut your ties or keep your distance, keep a healthy distance. So anyway, this is the main thing I want to say. If you're a decent person, you should work on only putting your money and your time and your energy with people like you, because there are elements out here that mean decent people no good. They look at human beings as prey, as cattle, as product. So, as much as you can, start figuring out a way to share and combine your resources with decent people. Because one thing I've noticed is that the darker forces, they sure do know how to get along, at least enough to get their needs met. You know, they know how to collaborate in order to enslave and take advantage So as much as you can, I don't care what religion you're about, well, I mean, as long as you are an overall decent person and you're seeking truth, you have a good heart, deal with people like yourself. I don't care if you're Jewish, Muslim, Christian, agnostic, whatever. Deal with people like you. Put money in their pockets. Stop putting your money and your resources in the pockets of people who don't have your best intention. Stop putting your money in the pockets of predators. Because that's what, I don't even know if predator is the right word. Because I feel like there's something, many of these people are beyond predators. It's like a human being in comparison to a chicken isn't, well, a meat-eating human being in comparison to a chicken isn't really a predator in most cases. You don't have to hunt chickens. They're already, they're already corralled. I mean, not corralled. They're already captured. You don't have to hunt them and chase them. They're already under our control. I don't even know if that's a predator. That's something beyond predators. So I'm telling you, there are people out here. They are beyond predators. They mean you no harm. They mean you harm. They mean you harm. Excuse me. They mean you a lot of harm. Especially if you're a Christian. And I don't mean a fake Christian. I don't mean, I won't say even fake, I'll say weak. One of these people who never read the Bible, and you ask them why are they Christian, it's because I was raised that way. They don't have, anyway, I won't even go, that's a topic for another day, but see, having Jesus as a role model is extremely dangerous to dark forces, because that means your role model is somebody that you can't shove a wad of hundreds in his pocket. You can't shove a wad of hundreds in their pockets, and then they're going to do what you want. And that's dangerous to certain individuals. And it's very interesting how in all my years of coming down this street, I've never seen cars parked and just sitting here. Never. In 5 years, I've never seen it. With the exception of, I guess, like commercial vehicles. But anyway, that's another story for another time. Maybe. That's a whole different ball game. And let me tell you another thing. Prepare to be attacked if you're a decent person. Prepare yourself. And I find it very interesting. I'll leave with this. I find it very interesting how, I can spend 10, 15, 20 years getting along with people, running the streets, drinking and whatnot. Getting into hijinks and whatever. But never did I go through so much hell as when I decided to try to just clean my life up as much as possible. Once I started cleaning my life up, that's when I'm looked at as the bad guy to a lot of people out here. Certain areas, if you don't have people see you clean cut, you don't have tattoos all on your face and your arms, and you don't have a dead look in your eye, like you are constantly oppressed. They look at you like, what's your problem? What's your angle? You must be the cops or something. Or you must be working with the government or something like that. I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to go in that direction. But these days I am full of fury. There's so many demons around you. There's so many demons around us in plain sight. Just walking around. And a lot of people don't see it. And the worst thing, one of the worst things to me, is that they insist on breeding. They insist on making little continuations of what they are. And they're not trying to change. I can understand making mistakes, maybe committing certain crimes because you were desperate and stuff like that, because you grew up in situations that were less than optimal. I understand that for sure. But there's no excuse for for trying to make a lifetime career of evil. I didn't want to talk this much. I wanted to keep it short. I'm sorry. There's so much I have bottled up inside. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing in compared to what I'm holding inside. The evil that has exposed itself to me. And I'm sorry that, part of me, I know what I wanted to say. I'm sorry that many of you can't see it. But a part of me, I hate to say it, but a part of me feels like maybe I'm glad for you. Maybe I'm glad. Maybe I'm glad for you that you can't see it. Sometimes I wish I never saw it. But one thing I always prayed for, if I prayed, which is rare, or if somebody offered to pray for me, I always asked for clarity and nothing else. Clarity. Because with clarity, in my opinion, comes solutions and answers to your problems. And I figured that would be a reasonable thing for your creator or for higher powers to give to you. You know, you're not wanting them to be a genie, you know, to wish you a big house or nice car or gold or jewels. You just want to have enough, you just want to have information enough to make the right decisions and have the right perspective on life. And I sure did get my wish. You know, maybe I'm tired. I've been walking around all day, and I feel like I'm coming from a place of anger and rage, because that's what's on the inside. It's astounding to me I think maybe I've said enough. Well, in conclusion, if you're a Christian, find a good church or create your own. If you're a Muslim, do the same. Share your resources with people like you. Stop feeding these demons. And they are demons. Stop giving them your power. Before you take $1 out of your pocket, take a little time to figure out if you can put it in the hands of somebody like you, and start separating away from these people.